Hi, it's Claudia here with We're Just Two Sisters, and today I'm going to take you on a quick little walkthrough of a little journal that I call Pocket Full of Posies. And it's just an absolutely adorable little spring journal. It could be a spring planning guide, it could be anything that you would like it to be. It's packed full of wonderful things and relatively small from a size perspective. It measures 5.5 inches by 5.5 inches, almost square. Let's look at that again. More like 5.25 by 5.5, a little over 5.5. It has a pretty large spine on it with about a 1.25 inch. And it is just, like I said, packed full of goodness. So let's take a look at it. On the front cover, there's some really beautiful paper here that is sewn on a applique with these gorgeous little flowers. On the front is a little belly band that is sewn on. And in the belly band, you'll find this little tablet folio that says spring on the front. Open it up, it's a little tablet with a pocket and a tiny little card. And it has a little tab pull here that makes it easier to put in and pull out of the belly band. Goes in just like that. Fits a little bit tight, but that's good when it's on the cover. Has a button here. The ribbon is actually sewn on. You can see that it goes all the way around underneath the cover illustration. And on the back of this journal, it's similar in that it has the same little button, and it also has the portfolio, the same little flowers. This folio is a little different, pulls up from the top, has the same little pull here. It has a side pocket with a little tablet. If you open it up, it actually says 20 equals 7. And that goes into this belly band. Again, this belly band is also sewn on, so it's very strong and sturdy. And let's go ahead and untie the ribbon and take a look. So this has this pretty little chiffon, shimmery purple ribbon, very sheer. And when you start to go inside, you'll see that there are so many fun little pieces of ephemera and handmade items in this journal. Now I call it Pocket Full of Posies because it has a lot of pockets, and in those pockets are all things garden related and lots of flowers. So here's a fun little folio, looks kind of like a little wallet sewn all the way around the edges with this corrugated cardboard and this pretty little butterfly fan that I made. It says the garden. And when you open it up, it has a pocket with, this has a lot of really fun little trivial garden things that I got out of an old farmer's almanac. Here are general rules for pruning, all the different trees. On the back of this one is just some interesting little tidbits, but mostly it's on the front that I chose these particular tear outs. This side is spring flowering bulbs. These bulbs planted in the fall will become heralds of spring. And then on this side, it's type of music and the effect that it has on plant growth. I don't know if you've ever looked at an old farmer's almanac, but they are just full of interesting gardening tips and trivia. So this also has a little tablet, goes into this pocket. There's a nice background here on that front cover. This journal has several signatures. Let's take a look at that. It has, in fact, a total of 3 signatures. They're pretty large signatures, sewn in and glued into a hardbound book. On this side, there's this pretty slit pocket In the slit pocket, there's several little small things. Fruit and vegetables in my garden grow, roots and berries of what you sow. And here's some of these. Some of these are so funny. How can I keep deer out of my garden is the question. And the answer is string blinking outdoor Christmas lights. Perhaps even a strobe light would work as well. Don't really think that would be too feasible. Here's a cute little tag with journaling space. Actually, no, this one is double-sided. And here's a cute little piece of a lady watering her garden. A framed butterfly. This one is on mounted onto a piece of plant dictionary. You can see that through here, the different names of plants. And I've laced this pretty satin ribbon through it and tied it. And the background here is some pretty butterfly paper. This has a lot of writing space. It has grids. It has dots. It has all kinds of places where you could plot your garden, write things about spring that you love. Some really cool paper. Lots of really beautiful illustrations. A pocket with posies. This has this pull out. Says butterflies here. It has this cute little saying here about your potting shed or garden shed. Lots of writing space on this one. Several pages of paper and a blank page here to write on. This slides down into this pocket, which is in fact reinforced on the edges with these little brads. Pretty bird with a clock. Again, lots of writing space and journaling space and pages that you can continue to embellish should you like to do that. Some really beautiful illustrated papers as well. Here's a corner pocket. Said, what's an unusual way to control weeds in the garden? Wait till you see the answer on this one. But first, there's a couple of things in this little B side pocket. There's this page here, the falling snow, which it's April and it's snowing at my house. Actually, no, it's March the 30th, so almost April, but it's definitely snowing. There's a couple of cool cards from that Old Farmer's Almanac. Plants that attract butterflies and flowers that attract hummingbirds. Love those pollinators. These just go into this side pocket along with this. And now are you ready to reveal the answer to what's an unusual way to control weeds in the garden? Well, how about if you attack them with a flame gun? While this may sound too ballistic for your backyard Eden, carefully applied heat will make short work of emerging weeds. Before planting in the spring, encourage weeds to grow by laying sheets of clear plastic over the soil to warm it. Bring out those weeds. When they're up several inches, go ahead and blast them. Or if you prefer, pull them out and cut them down with a hoe. I think I prefer that rather than starting a fire. Interesting answer. I like this page a lot. So this is a belly band. In the belly band is this folio. The back of this belly band is a page from a bird encyclopedia. The question on this one is, what's the best fertilizer for roses? And once again, you're going to be quite surprised by that. I will set that aside. I won't tell you the answer yet. So this on the front has two pockets. In the first pocket is a little rose tag, and the second pocket is an old receipt. And when you open it up, it has a pocket on the inside with yet another little folio, pocket full of posies. Here's some of those pages from the plant dictionary, a little tag with seeds, annual catalog of seeds. On the front is some vegetable seeds and a lovely illustration. This tablet here is stapled on. This goes into this pocket, has a nice little tablet on this side with plenty of pages. And now we will unveil the answer to the question. Again, the question was, what's the best fertilizer for roses? Well, how about mushy bananas? Bury one old brown banana at the base of each of your rose bushes or apply the peels only. They contain all of the nutrients that roses love. Who knew? And who knows if that's actually true? But it's in the Old Farmer's Almanac, so it must be true, right? Again, lots of pages, some from an old Western garden book. This is a first signature spread, and it has lots of beautiful things. It has a pocket here with a tag and a beautiful piece of writing paper. It has this pocket with the wheelbarrow and the bow, and this beautiful little saying, "The lark is up to greet the sun, the bee is on the wing. The ant's its labor has begun, the woods with music ring." From The Sun Is Up by Jane Taylor. This beautiful pocket here has a page here that has all kinds of different fun things on it. Opens up for journaling space, like pretty much all of the vintage and ephemera paper. Has this beautiful tag, which is made from one of my master boards. The Birth of a Bird. Here's a couple more little pages. Lots again of space. Beautiful peacock page. The Birth of a Bird. Lovely illustration. Blank pages. And here's a side pocket with a cool little piece in it that talks about things that you would feed the birds. For example, the blue jays. They love sunflower seeds, safflower seeds, corn cracked, corn whole, peanuts, and raisins. Who knew about the raisins? My blue jays love the peanuts. And they will pick out all the sunflower seeds out of the bird feeders. Another interesting one might be a mockingbird. They only like raisins. That's the only thing they like. They don't care for any of the seeds. And a pheasant only likes corn. Anyway, thought that was super interesting for the birds. And in it goes in the little pocket that is the hummingbirds. Another beautiful pocket with posies and books and a couple of things in here. There's a vintage advertisement for Stark Brothers' new full-color catalog for berry plants, shrubs, and growing aids. Here's some more of those fun little questions and answers, and some of them just blow you away. I'll just leave that one in there and leave that one to be a surprise. Blank pages, cool white page. The end of the first signature has this beautiful pocket with the watering can and the flowers and a little homemade button. In there, there is how herbs to plant in lawns. And these two little cards, Sunflowers and Cosmos. A pocket full of posies. So much room here to also put things that you would like if you're going to plant a garden, you can write about your garden and create another little pocket page, or take the things out of a pocket here, or add your seeds, empty seed packets to some of the pockets. Here's a page that has this beautiful stamp, if you will, with a really pretty piece of writing paper. Pocket here on the top. It also has this library card pocket. In that library card pocket is a beautiful little folio, again with the Posy stamps. Open this one up and it has a tablet that goes this way, like a little writing book. These are really cool to take to the garden store with you and make your notes, or take with you to the garden store with your list of things that you want to purchase. In this, there's also a little fold-out folio. It has a tablet and two pockets. I see that there's something missing from that pocket, so I always keep something separate here just to add in, and I'll come back and maybe ink that. But that little folio goes in this little belly band inside this folio that serves inside this pocket. Pockets full of posies. Another belly band that's held on with these brads. It says, I'm in the garden. And it has this lovely folio that has an old advertisement, plus it's a pocket. So it has this little Landreth's American Seed Company, 1896. Has a pretty little doily sewn on or glued onto the edge there. Inside is a pocket with this bird card. And yet again, another tablet, another great one to take to a nursery or take and make notes of your plans for your garden. Another beautiful page from that bird encyclopedia, the old Western garden book, grid paper, illustrated pages. Here's a center of the second signature, and this has a slit pocket with a button and a free color catalog from Park Seed Company. In the slit pocket, there's several fun little cards and tags. Purdy's catalog for berries. Here's lupine, a little bus ticket, another ticket, a tiny little tag with a flower on it. On this side, there's a seed packet, peas. Inside there's this lovely little folio. Open it up. It has a belly band with a guest check. The back of it is more of the dictionary of plants. A tablet with quite a bit of writing paper in it. Here you can get a better look at those definitions of different words that have to do with plants and planting and gardening. Simple little pocket on a Western garden book page. How can I keep woodchucks out of my garden? The answer on this one I have to tell you because it's hilarious. Feed them juicy fruit gum. Do they even make juicy fruit gum anymore? Anyway, buy several jumbo packs, unwrap each stick, and lay the sticks down all along the row where woodchucks have started to snack on your garden. They will eat the gum and go away. Alrighty then. Blowing bubbles the whole way, but their breath will smell great. More pages. Pretty little pocket here, which is a Indiana Botanic Garden Herbologist catalog. Send me mine for free. And here's Poppy and Pansy, little corner pocket that says Almanac with a little receipt there. Another beautiful pocket sewn around the edges. Several of them are, not all. This has the mason jars with the wildflowers, some pretty little spring string, little bird, numbers 1 through 9. And here is a little folio. It has some beautiful stamped linen on the side with these mushrooms. Open it up and it has a beautiful pocket with the forest, vegetable seeds, and a tablet with some really cool vintage paper. The back has some of those butterfly stamps that you'll see along the side here and inside. And this goes into this pocket nicely. More of the writing paper. This is really pretty kind of textured paper with the flowers. A pocket here that's on top of the dates for planting different vegetables, this beautiful bluebird pocket, a winged butterfly tag that kind of hangs over the edge. And you'll find that if you look at the edge of this, there's a lot of different things that kind of hang over the edges and make kind of that whimsical touch to the strings hanging off the sides. And if you like that, great. If you don't, you can always remove them. So here is a little clip. You can see that here. This clip holds on this bookmark, As you can see, this is a corner bookmark. It comes off. It can go on to any page that you choose. I've chosen to add this to one of my handmade papers. This is a page that I made myself using fibrous materials like oatmeal and ground up pieces of scrap paper. Also, some of my dried flowers I like to sprinkle in there. And if you want this to hold nice and securely, then I like to use these little clips. And plus they can, be used also for tassels that hang over the edge. But this just clips on there like so. And again, you can see it on both sides. Now I had this little postcard up in there as well. Greetings from Watermeet, Michigan. And this can just go right up into this corner pocket. And if you'd like it to stay really secure, simply undo your clip and then attach it again, and it stays kind of up there like so. Beautiful pocket here with some seed packets, little cards in there. And on this side, there's a posy pocket with different little things in it. I'll show you. There's this little card here, Daisy's Seed House. And then there is birth month flowers. So if you ever wanted to know what your birth month flower is, or if someone else wants to know, it's always cool to buy someone these flowers when it's their birthday and surprise them with knowing kind of what their birth flower is. So mine is honeysuckle and rose. How pretty is that? I love the daffodils. Up here where I live, the daffodils have already poked their little heads out, and I've already picked some, knowing that we could have another frost. And we're not just having another frost, we're having about 2.5 to 3 feet of snow today. Who knew on April 30th? Of course, it snows here all the way up till Mother's Day, so can't really be too surprised by it. We're almost to the end here. Here's another really cool belly band. This belly band has this cool little advertisement of kites, free color catalog for kites. And it also has this beautiful folio that I've put these 3 little tab fasteners on, Old Farmer's Almanac. I needed to use that somewhere, so I decided to put it there. It has the wonderful owl and this little home gardener's catalog, Nichols herb and rare seeds. Open this guy up, and it has another little book that comes out, America's oldest and largest rare breed hatchery, free color catalog. I loved all the advertisements in the back of that Old Farmer's Almanac. And here's another one that's free with the purchase of 3 or more cans. What are we buying cans of? Not really sure what the cans are. Anyway, here's a little tablet, and on this kind of hard-covered little folio goes down in this guy, and this goes down in here. Pockets and tabs and more pockets full of posies. More butterflies, fighting birds. Bird language. Little piece there, and more from that encyclopedia. There's a really fun page that you could decorate yourself. The back of that has this really cool pocket that I've added these flowers to. It says, sunbeams that dance on the meadow, the fragrance that floats on the breeze, the flowers that bloom on the hillside, the robins that sing in the trees. Doesn't that sound wonderful? More of my handmade paper. More of that beautifully illustrated paper, grid paper, writing paper. A little stuckage there, but I fixed it. And then on this page is a tablet that I normally would use in what I call a tag folio, but I just wanted it to hang over the edge here. You can write on this page, you can add something here if you liked, but this tablet is attached. As you can see, there's quite a bit of pages. Has Pears soap, jam for breakfast, jam for tea, jam for you, and jam for me. And on this side, I've put a little whole strawberry jam to a pound of fruit. Allow 3/4 of a pound of sugar in the recipe for strawberry jam. And on this back cover, there's a really pretty tag, and there's this piece of beautiful stationery that talks about the garden. And it is blank on this side for journaling. This goes down into this pocket that says beautiful wildflowers. And then we already looked at the back, so that is the spring gardening journal that I call Pocket Full of Posies. I hope you've enjoyed the walkthrough. I hope that you've been inspired to maybe make your own journal like this. Or if you'd like to purchase this one, it's available in the Etsy shop for a while, as long as it might last. And you're welcome to go visit there. It's www.we'rejusttwosisters.etsy.com. That's We're Just Two Sisters with the number 2.etsy.com. Again, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this cool little video and experience this fun little spring gardening journal. Hope you come back soon. There's always something new to see at We're Just Two Sisters.